So, the Mongrel. We've got these tyres from the Mongrel. We have the Victory TT Classic, or the Classic TT Classic Victory I should call them, thanks to Northlands Tyres. These need to go on the Mongrel's rims. Because this is the ultimate DIY build. Yes, I know I'm having help doing the welding, but that's because I can't weld, and it's quite a critical part to be able to weld. I can melt pieces of metal together, but whether they'll stay melted together is a different question. Anyway, Mongrel tyres, because this is a DIY build, I'm going to put the tyres on myself. Yes, you can take them to places. Yes, they will probably rinse your pockets of more money than it is actually worth. In some cases, I would advise it, because if you are as rough-handed as I am, looking at this wheel lever here, sometimes if you've got nice rims and you kind of want to save them and you're a bit worried, yeah, get someone to do it, pay that little extra. But on these, I don't really care. Yeah, do you know what? These aren't the worst looking rims in the world, but I'm not afraid to get them a little bit scuffed if I am a little bit too heavy-handed. Oh. If you ever knew of what profession I wanted to get into, you would be seriously surprised. But heck, that is for a different story, and it's a different life. Today's job, fitting the Victory tyres onto this rim with this. See how it goes on. So with my bar, what I'm going to do is get this off the rim. And I mean, the tyre is that old, it's actually come off the rim itself, which kind of makes my life a little bit easier in that sense. I'm just going to make sure it is. One thing I forgot to mention is that there is no air in this tyre. It is completely gone, so you don't have to worry about anything like that. It's a little bit stuck there, but not that much. Flip it over. Whoa, now that was one hard tyre. Wowzers. That is one tough tyre in there. Jeez. Right, well that's half of it done. Now to pop up the other side. And now that that side's done, I've flipped it over. I'm going to hook this in here and get it over the next edge. Let's spin it around. In fact, let's get two of these bars in there. This tyre is so old, I can actually hear it cracking. Can you hear that? Cracking as you're going around it. Now let's turn this over, push that wheel in there, and then it should pop out. There we go. Now that is one of the most difficult tyres I've ever tried to pull out. It is rock solid. That is not good. Well, I guess I could have done with warming it up, but heck. Right, let's get rid of this band and let's clean everything up. Let's get this down here. Oh joy, another one. Equally as solid as the last one. And what's the point? The cap is completely stuck right on. I'm going to need a pair of pliers to get that off. Get the trusty bar out again. Let's start getting. Oh, you know what? There's really nothing holding that onto the rim at all. And it actually seems a lot more rubbery than that last tyre. Who knows how old that tyre is. Holy moly, that's completely broken that rim there. There's not much resistance here, I'll tell you that. That is nasty smelling. Ooh. Yeah. Alright, that's gonna need a lot of TLC actually before I even get my new rim tape or tubes near that. That's gonna need a lot of love inside. Yeah, that's probably why I paid. Look at that. It's probably why I only paid £5 for this rim. There's the first bit. That's done. Right, now what I need to do is put the tube in. There's enough room there to put the tube in, and then, oh, let's see. There it is. Put the tube in, inflate it a little bit, and then we'll get the rest of it on. And here is the front one. I'm not going to take you through the whole routine of actually putting this tyre on because you've already seen it being done with this. But this is it. Now done, in place. It's not too bad of a front tyre actually. When it's in place, it doesn't look as thin as what, should I dare I say, a regular 100? Maybe it's just because it is not in place at the moment. I think I could have gone a bit wider, but saying that, it could have opened up with a whole can of worms. But I'm liking that. Still has the old patina around there, still has, as you can see, a little bit cleaned up, a little bit cleaner than what you last saw it, but it still has a patina, so it still looks classic in that sense. A few dents, brilliant. I have put, let's turn this down so it's not blinding the camera. I've put the mongrel frame on there, I've cleared the bench out, I've put the mongrel frame on here, and what I think, I have actually put it on this as well so I can move the frame up and down as I need it to do. But what I want to see now is how the wheel sits. Do I need to jig things around? In short, where the wheel was before, where it was clamping down, there was such a huge gap between here and the wheel. It almost looked a bit motocross, a bit off-road, where I really wanted the tyre to be kind of the same height as that, so it's really low slung. I don't know how much room I've got at the moment. I'm probably gonna have to put the engine back in place here to see how much room or how much I can actually bring the whole bike down. But I'm thinking when I put that wheel there, I might actually have to lengthen the swing arm. That's my first guess. Let's put the wheel there and figure it out. Yes, this is what I wanted. This is looking perfect now to me. I always had that issue with that gap between the wheel. Having a bigger wheel there sorts that issue out. As you can see, it's all on the workbench. It's all being held in place by wood pieces and structures and everything like that. One issue I have got now is that these gas canisters do hit the frame, but that's no big deal. I'll swap them back down. Now that this frame is lower, the canisters are higher, or the shocks are higher, which means that there's going to be enough clearance from the canister to the engine What I have done is, let me step back. I have seriously slammed the bike down. That rear wheel obviously takes it up. The rest of the bike is slammed down. I could probably take it down another inch. I have got it on this lift here so I can easily adjust it up and down as I want. I'm probably gonna have to put the engine back in there just to be 100% sure, but this is the new position. I like that. I like the fact that the wheel is higher than the seat now. It kind of brings, it makes, when the tank's going to be there, it kind of makes it look less of a lump. I'm going to have to extend this swing arm now. No big deal, that's no big deal. I know it is a stress area of the bike, but we'll make sure that it is kind of stress proof. There's about 10mm clearance. Don't worry about that too much because that's going to come off. In fact, can I take it off now? No, it's too stuck in there. That's going to come off, that's going to shoot all the way back there, so that'll be fine. About 10mm clearance, well, I've got room to actually make it more if I want to. Oh yes, this is all coming together now. I do kind of regret not putting a solid rear wheel on that. I think that would have looked awesome. And I did have the offer of buying some solid Harley rims for that. I kind of regret it now because it would have been a wider ring. I think it was possibly a 4-inch width rim, which would have allowed me to put a 6-7-inch tyre on it. That is looking cool. That is looking awesome. Next day in the workshop. Of course, these videos aren't all done in one go. Otherwise, I'd get a lot more videos done. But it is freezing in here, which is why I'm wearing this massive thing. Let's see what temperature it is. It is in the workshop. It's -1. Outside, it's -5. What I'm gonna do. Looking at that last night, I was really excited about how it all works. One thing I do want to do now is see how the front wheel goes, so I can actually see it lengthways, the whole length. It's too far over there, so I'm going to take the entire workbench, move, I think I've got a Ducati rear caliper on there, possibly the welder might need to move, we'll see, but I'll take up the whole bench now, put it on there, slide it across. Move that back now, and now this front wheel, I wouldn't say that's in place because it is way too close to where I want the radiator to be. Probably way too close to there as well, so I'm gonna have to try and figure out geometries of everything here. I have this. Whilst I'm here, let's make a whole thing of it. Whilst I'm here, let's try and figure out where this goes. So this is the start of a girder fork system for this, which could mean that the front wheel pokes out a little bit more. Let's see how that works. And this is it all laid out. So that back wheel now, you can see that swing arm goes up, probably needs to be pivoted just a little bit lower down. It flows nicely to the front. That front wheel might even need to be pushed out a little bit further. But that is the start of the girder fork. This is the girder fork fitting up here. Need some tapered bearings for that, which I'll order this week, then I can actually get that into place. But that is kind of the angle. It's following the stem head there. It's parallel to that. And I think it's just a nice shape. I do need to put the radiator there. So of course these are the radiator mounts. I need to put the radiator there, see if there's enough clearance for this wheel, especially when it's under compression. And it's going to kind of go up that way, but I just need to make sure it's not going to hit anything. That's the last thing I want. But that is looking awesome. I love how it's coming along. I really love the way it's coming on now. I just want this workshop to be a little bit warmer. I really want March to roll on so I can at least do some carbon fibering and just enjoy being in the workshop rather than being freezing cold. But next stages on this, I am gonna clean this engine. So this engine is down here, just needs a bit of cleaning. I'm not gonna get it mirror finish, I'm not gonna get it completely clean, just go around it with a wire brush, get it nice. These side panels I might polish these, I'll see how it goes. But then, obviously the step after that, quick job, extending the swing arm, finish off that trellis kind of brace there, then onto the girder fork system. It's all coming on, it is coming on, pretty neat, and I'm enjoying it. Considering this bike isn't a serious build, I'm just doing it for a laugh. I'm really enjoying it. So if you like what you see, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, visit the shop as well, link down below, see if there's any merchandise you like. But until next week, see ya and have fun.